All right, I want to talk about qualifying at Texas that took place tonight for the Cup Series. Some of the worst qualifying that I've ever seen going on right now in NASCAR. Personally, I don't like the fact that they group these guys up. Too many bad things can happen. All this pit road crap is boring as it can be. If it's boring for the fans, I know it's got to be boring for the drivers. No doubt it is. I just assume go back to single car qualifying. At least that way we have a pretty good idea of who the fastest car really is, who's got the fastest car. Because if you can run fast by yourself, you're obviously going to be fast in the draft or out front. So, I just think it's dumb. I really, really do. My hat's off to Mr. Clint Boyer. I don't know if you guys have seen where he was interviewed after an incident that happened on pit road. If you haven't seen that, look it up. Go check it out. My hat is off to him. That's one guy that I love to see get interviewed because he's going to stick it to NASCAR and tell them exactly what he thinks. And that's why he's personally one of my favorite, just because, not because of his driving ability, but just because he tells it like it is, you know? Tells it like it is. And that's something that NASCAR has taken away from these drivers, is the ability to speak their minds, because they're afraid that they're going to get a big fine, right? They're going to get slapped with a big fine. So they tend to keep some of their opinions to themselves. So they've been instructed to not talk negatively about the sport and what's going on. Clint Boyer, buddy, you're not going to get that with him. He's going to tell you exactly what he thinks. And I would just like to hear him, off the record, really talk about what he thinks. So, but it's always a joy to see him get interviewed. My hat's off to that guy. That guy, great interview, told it like it was. Guy cut in front of him on pit lane, plug in the middle. With this qualifying, that's something you're not supposed to be able to do. And here's the kicker. The drivers are confused as to how all the rules of the qualifying go. And that tells me NASCAR's got to be just as confused, because they don't know when to enforce a rule and when not to enforce a rule during qualifying. So, it's just a shame. But, if you haven't seen the interview with Clint, go and check it out. It's pretty cool. True words. Chase qualified third, so that's really great. The Hendrick boys looking good. Jimmy Johnson was so happy to see him get the pole tonight. Just, so many people down talking the guy and then just talking him down, saying that he's done, he's finished. No, the guy's a great driver. Has been for years. 7 championships. The guy just needed to catch a break. And it's good to see him back up there. It's been a long time. So we'll get ready for Sunday, guys. Texas Motor Speedway. 500 miles of racing. We'll see how this one goes. Take it easy.